This week, we're hacking up the prices with Microsoft, switching up Call of Duty's console, and more. So let's just go ahead, together, as a people, and check it out! And welcome to another sensational Sunday. I'm Mike, and I'm back to talk about the gaming news. Of course, there's been plenty of gaming talk with the Game Awards happening last week, but I'm not really focused on that this week, in this video at least. I will say though that I am excited about Hades 2 and The Last of Us Part 1 coming to PC. Thank you, Sony, for looking out for me after I sold my PS5. Speaking of the PS5, their games are kind of expensive. Like, why would I even have a PS5 and pay $70 for new games when I can get Microsoft's games for $60, right? Well, hold on, because Microsoft is raising their game prices. Starting in 2023, Microsoft will be raising prices of new games to $70, aligning with Sony and other developers this generation, basically. And a Microsoft spokesperson is quoted from this IGN article as saying, "The price reflects the content, scale, and technical complexity of these titles." To which I say, yeah, I kind of saw this coming. I mean, it was clearly established that this is where pricing was shifting this generation. Microsoft felt like a holdout, to be honest. Nintendo hasn't released a system since 2017, so it makes sense for their prices not to go up until they finally make a Switch replacement. PC, of course, will eventually get there. I remember back when prices shifted from 50 to 60 on PC. They basically stayed at 50 for a few more years before prices went up. But yep, we can expect that $70 is going to be the new norm. It's not really a surprise other than it taking this long for Microsoft to make the change. You know what else is taking a long time? Microsoft purchasing Activision. Well, that could possibly be in jeopardy because the FTC has officially filed a lawsuit to attempt to stop the purchase. As reported by GameSpot, the reason for the suit is the FTC feels like Microsoft will become too strong of a competitor and suppress competition. Now, Microsoft has been trying to sweeten the pot, so to speak, for this deal by offering Sony a 10-year deal to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation, but also offering the same thing to Nintendo, which is very interesting because we don't currently have Call of Duty on the Switch or just in general for Nintendo consoles. I feel like based on the Switch's graphical capability and storage restraints, it would probably be a streaming title, especially with Microsoft pushing cloud gaming so heavily. Either way, Call of Duty on Nintendo is interesting. There have been some side games in the past, but not the same as the current releases on like Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. And speaking of PC, Microsoft also offered the same deal to Steam, which was declined. So Gabe Newell, Valve's CEO, basically said that they're confident, based on Microsoft's previous history, that they would honor their commitments and that they want to make Steam a store where publishers want to put games at. So they don't feel it's necessary to have this deal in writing. Sony really has yet to say anything about it publicly, but they were the main ones protesting the deal because they stated the initial deal offered wasn't long enough to keep Call of Duty on the platform. And with them being the main ones against the deal as far as gaming companies, I wonder if this would be satisfactory to them now. While we're on the topic of Sony, in our final story, let's talk about the PSVR 2. So if you're anticipating the release of it, but you missed a pre-order window, you can just pre-order it through PlayStation Direct. Right now, the estimated delivery date is between February 22nd and the 28th, so it seems like it'll arrive by the launch window as long as you order it right now. So as of right now, it looks like you probably can get the PSVR 2 if you want to. It probably won't be super hard to get. Just like me getting out of here, but let me know what you think in the comments. How do you feel about Xbox's game prices increasing? Do you think Microsoft will successfully acquire Activision? And are you getting a PSVR 2? Again, let me know. And I gotta go, but if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to tell a friend, tell a coworker, like, share, and subscribe, and tap that bell notification to get notified when I drop a video, like on Thursday when I unbox a pretty cool Joy-Con alternative for the Nintendo Switch. And always remember to do at least two things at the same time.